Test 1, Test 2, Test 3. Right, here we go. I got this thing on straight. All right, if you're looking for finely curated content, this is not the place. If, however, what you really want is connection, community, and just real, this is it. So, let's go for a little walk. And while we're taking this walk, I just want you to look at some things. Like the damaged trees, fungus, etc. There's beauty to be seen there. There's beauty to be seen in everything. Which leads me to where we're at right now. So, introductions. I attempted to shoot this video before on my phone, but once we get up here, you'll notice it's rather windy. You couldn't hear a damn thing I was saying. I'm sure many of you would agree. Oh, the squirrel's going. So, I originally developed the channel, started the channel back in 2010, but it was just as my personal YouTube channel. And we had an idea back then. I was going to call it Ramblings in the Attic. Me and my friends used to sit around in the third story of my house, and what we would do is we'd just talk about random stuff. And honestly, those were some great times. The craziest things that came out of our mouths. And I thought, man, people would just love to hear these conversations. These are so odd and interesting. I mean, really. But life happens. Years go by. And YouTube is just a place for me to doom scroll. Or, I don't know, find a useful video how to do something that I did not know how to do. I'm sure many of you can relate. At any rate, so about a month ago, something like that, I decided that I really wanted to utilize the channel as a place to put formations and crystals and fossils that I find. And the reason for that is it'd be nice to have just a central location where people who are interested in purchasing them can go look and see what I have instead of me having to haul it around all the time. And well, I started to do just that. So I'm a bit of a rock hound. I have a obsession with picking up rocks, and if they're shiny, oh, look out. So you know, that's how I got into selling them. I collected way too many. I don't mean a handful. Boxes and boxes and boxes of crystals and formations. And I started talking to local dealers and whatnot, and they'd buy some stuff off me. But I have found some rather interesting things, which eventually we'll get into that. And if any of you have seen the object, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's a pretty unique pyrite formation, and it's not verified yet. It's maybe just a pipe dream on my part, but it could be the first of its kind. I've not been able to get any experts or people with knowledge in the field to actually verify that this has been seen before. So at any rate, we'll get into that later. Back to what I was saying with the channel. So I started posting some videos. Now, all the footage that you're seeing, unless it's related to the object, it's old footage. It's from a couple years ago. I just wanted to get something up and running because I still have most of that material. And honestly, I was surprised by the amount of views it got. I didn't expect that. It was not my intention. And it wasn't nothing major or anything, but suddenly people were interested and should have known. Well, I was like, well, this is kind of neat. I mean, I've spent the last 7 or 8 years just being quiet. Usually I'm a very talkative person. I just love to talk, chat, connect with people. And, life experiences. It dampened that spirit a bit. I allowed that to happen. Can't say life did it. It's a beautiful view, right? Except for the power plant. So the place where we're at is known as Council Cup. And it's a bit of a bluff up here in northeast Pennsylvania. That's the Susquehanna River you see there. The Indians used to meet up here. I gotta watch the ums and the uhs. Was watching some videos on that stuff. And so the Indian Council would meet here, the tribes from the area. And somewhere, way down that way, there's rumors of a cave, but it's never been seen. There's a little bit of an alcove. People call that the cave, but that's not what we're talking about here. This should be a party spot when we were kids. We'd come up here and hang out all the time, and friends would drink. Honestly, I didn't. Ooh, feather, yeah, score. So it was owned by PP&L, which is the power plant you see across the way over there. It was eventually purchased by Talon Energy. Talon Energy kind of closed it up, stopped taking care of it, and some banditos came in and cut out the fencing in a lot of the areas that used to be here to protect people from, falling down there. Definitely want to be careful, or this channel will end rather quick. This place was trashed for a while. Then a group of teenagers got tired of it. They came on down, cleaned it up, set up things like this. It's pretty wild, right? Beautiful. What a beautiful place to sit and talk. Ooh. So, I wanted to use my voice. I feel like I've learned things through life, enough to be able to share them with people in a way that's helpful. I've come to realize some things, and believing in myself, loving myself. Dear God, the hell was that? I felt that in my ass. What the hell? At any rate, I don't know if you guys heard that. There was a bit of a bang, an explosion. Oh, I lost my train of thought. So, where was I? It is cold up here. Colder than a witch's titty. My God. We skinny people don't hold in body warmth very well. Oh yeah, they cleaned this place up. And here it is now. Nice. So back to the channel. Actually, down this way is the actual overlook, which will continue down here. I want to share, I want to experience. I like to adventure. I like to roam. I like to see things I haven't seen, explore. I don't get in trouble anymore if I can help it. And just remember, you can do anything you want, anything at all. You might get arrested for it, but you can still do anything you want. So, to the channel and what exactly I'm trying to do here, I want to share my journeys and my experiences with you. A lot of us have trouble getting out due to many different reasons. Life's rough. Life's busy. Sometimes you just want to sit down and relax. At the end of the day, just kind of mindlessly chill. I really don't see any good content anymore online unless I'm trying to learn something. AI fluff and I get sick and tired. I'm looking at a screen and I just want to see something, and there's some dude staring back at me, just looking at me, talking the whole time. And that's great and all if you like that, but I really don't want to see some guy looking back at me. I want to see what's going on. Show me stuff. That's why I decided to do these videos first person perspective. So, and I apologize for the sniffles. My nose runs really bad when it gets chilly. Oh, somebody was up here partying and left some trash. So, there used to be a trash bin right here. What'd they do with it? Where was I? Sharing with people experiences, doing things. That's right. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool if you could just sit back, go for a little walk, do something with a friend. See it all from first perspective and have the experience too. I have this ability to get out and do things. I'm here. Why not share it? And we can talk. So, trying to figure out how to do the introduction video and deciding, what am I going to talk about? What do I really want to talk about? I stopped at Barnes & Noble after I went to Staples to pick up my business cards and found a book. It was Pennsylvania Haunted Places. And I thought, oh, what a great idea. I'll go explore some of these haunted places. I know some of them myself. We used to ghost hunt when I was a kid. Me and my friends would run around checking things out, like the Weatherly Witch Graveyard. Great story, I'll tell you about that sometime. So I decided on this book. I'm walking out and walking past the self-help section, and this book caught my eye. And that name, Wabi Sabi. I knew this and I couldn't remember from where, so I grabbed the book and I started reading. And don't you just love synchronicities? Don't you just love when the universe goes, hey, look over here? And there it was. It says it right on the front, Japanese wisdom for a perfectly imperfect life. And I think that's something that would really be helpful to people. So, using this book by Beth Kempton, I'm going to read a few paragraphs out of it, point out some things, and you'll get an idea on my perspective and what it is I want to share. Let's take a look at this real quick. God, it's beautiful up here. So on the 4th of July, the house is down here in this little community known as Wapwalp, they launch your fireworks off and whatnot. And from the height, from this perspective, you are eye level and above most of what goes off. It is awesome. You want to talk about a show, this is the place, 4th of July. But all the way down there, you can see Berwick light off its fireworks, and you can actually see what's going on in Bloomsburg down there over the ridges around the far bend. And then up here, up the river, see that's 5 mountains. You can see the 5 mountains there, the area known as Shukshini. You go towards Kingston and whatnot, you can see the fireworks actually over the mountain coming up and whatnot. This is a really good place to come for the 4th of July. All right, so once again, let's not tumble here. The graffiti actually looks kind of neat. Wow, windy. Shall we peek over? Can you see? Wow, it's pretty far down. It's close as I want to get. So I just wanted to share Council Cup with you. We're not going to really hang out here. I'm going to walk back to the vehicle while I read this to you. Been told I have a pretty decent voice for ASMR. Is that what it is? So we'll find out. I really do want community and connection here. I think all of us could use that. Oh, and if you're a small content creator, I am 100% down with supporting you. Doesn't matter what your content is. I think it'd just be great for new and upcoming content creators to have a place to get together, collab, share with each other. Communities grow that way. You might be niche. I'm not gonna be really, but here at Raw Earth Alchemy, just got these made. Yeah, pretty cool, right? I'm telling you, if you're new at this, or new at any business, go get your business cards made. You want to talk about motivation, just having one of those. You're like, oh, I got a business card. I'm not official yet, but boy, do I feel it. All right. So wabi sabi, what is wabi sabi? You can't find, there's no definition for it. You can find wabi and sabi in the Japanese language with their own definitions, but not the two together. But it is written about. So here, let me start with this first paragraph by Beth Campton in Wabi Sabi. Out of breath. All right. Personal goal, if I hit 500 subs and I can get monetized, I quit smoking. Dear God, why do I smoke? Oh yeah, the 500 subs monetized. I hate ads. I know you guys too. It just really sucks when you're really into something, you're immersed in it, and boom, an ad. Right when it's important, right when you need to hear what they're saying or something cool is happening. But I'd really like to open an online store and link some things. Now, I'm not trying to use this channel to make money. If it does, I'll probably put it right back in. I make my own money, and the rock hounding side of what I do, that I take care of on my own. So I was lucky enough to get someone to help with investing a little bit of money so I could get this equipment, the GoPro Hero 13, the DJI Mic Mini, and my gear and stuff that I'm gonna need. But 500 subs, I'll quit smoking. I get monetized. I think it's like 2,000 or 3,000 after that, or 4,000 watch hours or something. And then I can get the store linked up. That's way off in the future. I'm not even worried about that right now. Anyways, I'm Aquarius. I'm all over the place. But I eventually get to where I'm going. I promise. I get lost sometimes, but I get there. So, it's steep. I think I'll stop up here. You could spend a lifetime in the company of Japanese people and never hear the words wabi-sabi spoken out loud. If you open Kojin, the most authoritative Japanese dictionary available today, wabi-sabi is nowhere to be found. There are long entries for the individual words wabi and sabi, but none for the combined term. It does exist in the spoken language, and there are a small number of books in Japanese about it, but generally, it lives in hearts and minds rather than on paper. So you get the idea that no definition, it's really hard to explain. And realistically, as you'll see, everyone has their own concept of wabi-sabi to a degree. But it does fall into a category, which you'll see. Ooh, jeez. So, wabi-sabi originated as two separate words, both steeped in aesthetic value, with roots in literature, culture, and religion. Wabi is about finding beauty in simplicity and a spiritual richness and serenity in detaching from the material world. You like that, right? Sabi is more concerned with the passage of time, with the way that all things grow and decay, and how aging alters the visual nature of those things. Both concepts are important in Japanese culture, but perhaps even more fascinating is the meaning they take on when combined and become wabi-sabi. You gotta admit, that's fun to say, wabi-sabi. Anyways, hopefully my cringe chases off the people who don't really want to be here. All right. It is a wabi heart that recognizes sabi beauty, and the two have gone hand in hand for many generations. Wabi-sabi goes beyond the beauty of any given object or environment to refer to one's response to that profound beauty. Wabi-sabi is a feeling, and it is intangible. One person's wabi-sabi is not the same as another's, because each of us experiences the world in different ways. And that was the point I was making. So it's really your experiences that help shape your perception. And obviously perception is going to alter somewhat anything that you perceive. Remember, you create your own reality. Still, wabi-sabi is not a panacea. It's a reminder that stillness, simplicity, and beauty can help us fully inhabit. I should probably wear my glasses. Should fully inhabit a moment in the middle of anything. And that's a lesson for all of us. So, based on some of what has been written about wabi-sabi by non-Japanese people in the past, you might have heard it used as an adjective, as in a wabi-sabi bowl, in the same way that you would say a wonky teacup or a weathered chair. In the West, it has become to describe a particular natural and imperfect look. However, it's important to know that Japanese people do not use the term wabi-sabi in this way. At a stretch, you might get away with saying something has an air of wabi-sabi, or gives you a feeling of wabi-sabi, but the term itself, at least in the original Japanese, does not describe the external look of an object. Rather, it conveys the impression you are left with after an encounter with a particular kind of beauty, which may be visual, but could be experiential. It varies from person to person because we are all moved by different things. But the moment this feeling arises, a knowing, a connection, a reminder of the evanescent and imperfect nature of life itself, then wabi-sabi is present. So, wabi-sabi invites us to be present to beauty with open eyes and an open heart. Now, let me get to the point of all of this. Is that the last I had? There's one more to go. Sorry. Many of us probably spend more time thinking about each other's lives. Not each other's. Many of us probably spend more time thinking about other people's lives than investing in our own. Add to this the pace at which we are encouraged to function, and it's no wonder so many of us are feeling overwhelmed, insecure, untethered, and worn out. What's more, we are surrounded by bright, artificial light in our homes, stores, and offices, and on our phones and laptops. We are overstimulated and obsessed with productivity. It's playing havoc with our nervous system and ability to sleep. We are paying the price of having banished the calming shadows and rich texture from our lives in favor of speed and efficiency. Our eyes and hearts are weary. So we give away freely that most precious of resources, our attention, and in doing so, we cheat ourselves out of the gifts that are already here. I hope the concept of Wabi Sabi gives you a general idea of where I want to go with this channel. Each and every one of you are beautiful in your own way. Your imperfections are what make you you. You really don't want to be cut from a cookie cutter. Did I say that right? It's you. And at some point, you will realize that it's always been you. Not enough people love themselves. And I don't mean it in an egotistical way. I mean in a way that matters. Appreciation for yourself. Recently, there's a content creator, I can't remember names, which I promise in the future, if anyone's listening, I'll mention names. I'll get to that. Right now, I am, as I'm sure you understand, trying to figure out how to make this all work. But he's doing a hope wheel. I think it was a 90-day experiment or something. He's trying to start the hope flywheel by Christmas. And I kind of get what he's getting at. I like his take on it, the perspective. But I had commented on one of his videos about something to do with loving yourself or trusting in yourself. I can't remember what the exact comment was, but he asked me to explain a little bit. So I did. And I'll tell you the story as well. There was something that stuck with me my whole life. My grandmother, rest her soul, I do miss her. She told me something when I was younger, and it stuck with me through all of life. I didn't understand it the way I do now, but it was, there's only one person that you need to rely on 100% of the time in this life. And that's you, number one. And when you think about it, or when I think about it, every time I fell, I picked myself up. When I was hurt and broken, I sat there and listened to my heart cry. I've always been there for me. I've always been able to rely on me. And no matter what, I've stood by my side. That is the best friend that all of us deserve. Why would I not love myself? I'm my number one fan and supporter. And in realizing this, I became my own source of happiness. I loved myself and accepted myself for who I was, without judgment. There's all things we can work on in each one of us. And what I mean is just accepting my nature, my personality, and realizing that it is my uniqueness that makes me me. Authenticity, probably the most powerful thing you could ever do. Believe in yourself and be yourself. And so, as I said earlier, I spent probably the last 7-8 years just being quiet. I feel things deeply. People used to make me think it was a weakness. And been made fun of, put down for it, made fun of behind my back by exes because I feel things deeply. And I used to be ashamed of that. But now it's such a beautiful thing that I can feel that depth of emotion. Simple act of kindness on a screen or in front of me brings a tear to my eye. I feel it. It's just pure emotion. There is really no definition to it. It's not sadness, it's not happiness, it's just overwhelming emotion, and it is beautiful and powerful. And I love that about me. That's why I'm compassionate. That's why I help people. I care. I really do. And my whole life, I have not been allowed to be me. And I just got sick of it. Even my own family at times doesn't like me the way I talk. I can't help the way I think. And I don't want to help it. It's who I am. Just got tired of not being me. Wearing a mask, trying to be something I wasn't. This pursuit of perfect appearance and action and everything, it was futile. It was a waste of time. And probably the most beautiful thing that ever happened to me in my life was being made to be alone for almost a decade. Because I found me. I had time to sit with myself. I threw myself headfirst into my work. And that's all I did. I worked, I went home, I ate, clean, sleep, work, eat. And I stayed in my head the whole time. This past spring, I got tired of the system. I realized that there's more to life in me and that I can do it. I believe in me. That's why I believe in you, because I know if I can do it, so can you. I quit my job back past spring. I did have money put aside. I didn't just do this ridiculously. You have to be responsible in the things that you do, obviously. But I quit my job. I think I'd been there like 8 or 9 years. On and off. There was a split in between, which I took on another job, which leads to the crystal thing. It's happened. I ended up working for a lab at one point in time doing sampling for the mines in the area, at any rate. And I spent this summer, late spring and summer and into fall here, finding myself, rebuilding myself. No, I take that back. I didn't rebuild anything. I rediscovered myself. I remembered who I was. And I'm still remembering. So, I want to show people you. I want to show you that you can. You can believe in yourself. It's okay. In fact, it's the most powerful thing you can do. And that I believe in you. I don't even have to know you, and I already believe in you. Because I know what the human spirit's capable of. If I can get through, my God, so can everybody else. And I'm going to tell you what, once you start loving yourself, that cup overflows, and it just spills out into those around you. So, all right, it's time to get out of here. I'll be catching some footage tomorrow down at the Gem Miners Jubilee in Lebanon. And I don't know if I'll do 2 separate videos or combine this with that one, but we'll find out. At any rate, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I love you all. I don't have to know you. I just know I do. Because when I look at other people, all I see is myself looking back, and we're both afraid. I love myself, and I see me in everyone. It means I love you. And man, I'm gonna get roasted for this, and I love it. I love it. I hope I shake some people up and wake some people up. Because it's time we start being our authentic selves. Authentic? Authentic. Authentic. Oh, at any rate, I believe in you. So should you. All right, guys, take care. All right, let's do a little work in the workshop. That's what you want to call it. I was gonna clean up and organize everything first, but I figured I'd let you guys see just how things are when I get busy and I don't have time to do things. I'm sure all of you understand. I just don't want to watch finely curated stuff. I want stuff that's real. I mean, obviously there'll be editing. Hey, Boobs. This is my best friend right here, Haskell. He's been with me for 15 years and he's a little bit of a shithead. All right, buddy, just give me a second. I'll take you in. Oh. So I got some neat things to show you. Figured I'd showcase a little bit what I have to take with me to the Gem Miners Jubilee. I take a good sampling of what I have so that the different vendors and dealers can see the variety of stuff that I find. Yeah, if I didn't mention it yet, I've been a mechanic for almost 20 years. It's my thing. And I am sick of working on cars. Okay. I'm telling you, if you're a new content creator, it's worth the investment. Get yourself a GoPro. I bought the Creators Edition. And these DJI Mic Minis are awesome. So, anyways. All right, what to start with? I do live next to a main road, so hopefully the noise canceling takes care of some of that. But you gotta love it. Look at all these crystals. Oh, you just want to touch them all. You just want to play with them. So cool. Well, that was weird. Yeah. Oh. These are the really nice points. Use these for crafting different things and whatnot. Necklaces that light up. I'll get into that at some point. A friend of mine, Cassandra, another artist, is working on those. She's making necklaces and jewelry and whatnot. See this coffee cup? Don't get used to it. So, I'm not sure if you're aware of a content creator named Michael Allison Dawson. She's an artist. She's also a ceramicist. I called her a potter. At any rate, she's going to make a coffee mug for our channel, at least attempt to, where she incorporates some of the crystals that I sent her today. All right, Michael Allison Dawson. Your package is on its way. It's locked. No. And she's the first content creator that I'm, I guess, I don't really want to say assisting, but working with. Because we'll be helping each other. And it's word of mouth. People have many different interests. So, okay, on to the cool stuff. Let's get the crystal plate first. All right. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous, right? I don't know how well the close-up shots will work. So still learning the GoPro. I'm sure in time I'll master it more and more. Now, this is a box of, oh my God. Looky. Oh, I just want to touch it. I just want to touch it. Oh, it's so cool, right? Gorgeous. Isn't that neat? I like the way it's set into that. Now, this real fine white stuff, it looks like it's crushed or damaged, but it's actually, I don't know if you would call it druzy, but it's like really fine small points. There's heavy layers of rust that grow on this stuff. Really good example. So that's what it looks like when I find it. Yuck. Some people actually like that. They call it iron stained quartz. I think it's gross. But, I mean, I guess it does have its appeal. At any rate, I like them better when they look like this. It's kind of the things I like to do. That's what I call it raw earth alchemy. What I do is I go in, I find things, and then I work with them to reveal their inner and true beauty. Just like I did with me, and just like you should do with yourself. Become your own alchemist. Transform. Oh, so I hollowed out the heavy dirt material in here, so we got right to where the base of the plate started growing for the crystals. And I'm gonna put lights in here. Light them up. Same thing I'm doing with this one here. The white stuff is actually the acid salts from the cleanings I've been doing. You can see I've been getting in there. Now, in this box, I have these 3 samples, and I wanted to point something out. So, where is it? Will that work? Yeah. Actually, this is probably, yeah, that's a good one. All right, so this beautiful crystal, all fine and clear. What you see in the stores, your normal stuff. And it is beautiful. But when you put it next to something like this, which is completely abnormal, abstract, and just what? But I don't know. See, that's what I mean by the imperfections. It's the wabi-sabi. I mean, look at all the little druzy all over it and everything, and all the little crystals that grew with it. That, honestly, to me, is more beautiful than that. Look at that double terminated, big old clear one. Pretty cool, right? This one, probably one of my favorite. It's the weirdest thing. So neat looking, though. Yeah, that's the weird stuff I find. Okay, so some of that out of here. It's a whole little container of your, I don't know, they call them floaters or whatever. I got to start learning terminology and stuff. But they didn't have well, they did have a contact point, but they're double terminating. There's all kinds of little ones. Look like little diamonds. So neat, right? Even tiny ones like that. But yeah, so everybody's seen the little ones. What about that one? That's pretty cool. It's heavy too. And look at all the cracks and the cloudiness inside, the way it was growing and the imperfections. I mean, it's unique. It's weathered. It has that feeling of wabi-sabi. And well, we'll save that for a second later. This is petrified wood. This is not the whole thing either. So look at that. And it's turning into anthracite and pyrite. And then the neat thing is that the section that's down here that's missing off the bottom, so this is the part that's hardened, petrified, turned to anthracite, and I think pyrite in there. but the section that was off of here went from more of like pyrite and charcoal to the point where it was actually still wood. And where I found this was in a boulder the size of a construction van. So they had been clearing bedrock from above the old shafts, and when they dumped one of these very large boulders out of the loaders, it's cracked open where it fell. And I just happened to be walking by and seeing it, and I noticed this object sticking out of the inside where it cracked, and it was this piece of wood. So this thing's been in bedrock for who knows how long, and lucky enough to be walking by a giant rock that split open, and I found it. Pretty neat. Oh. Right. So, and not just crystals, I find lots of really neat fossils, mostly plants. So if you've ever seen renditions of prehistoric settings, there's these large grass plants, and the texture of the stalk, it's like a large stalk that comes up off the ground and has these broad leaves that kind of fan out from the bottom, and there's like a bulbous flower at the top. And it kind of reminds you of the texture of a pineapple, the stalk. So that is one of these. Squish flat. And then there are other types of... Now, I mean, if you're not aware, Pennsylvania, the area that I'm from was the edge of, or the swampy and bog areas off the inland sea. So that's why we have all this. Wow, ears are ringing like crazy. Is that a download? Makes you wonder, do you just have tinnitus? We'll get into all that crazy stuff at some point. Okay, watch me struggle with the package. There it goes. Okay, this one's neat. This is big. So this is a type of plant or tree. Nice big chunk of it, the whole thing. Pretty cool. I did post some pictures of trees and whatnot that were embedded in rocks, fossils, which are really neat to see. Monstrous. Can't tell the size because there's no comparison in one picture, but it is that boulder was bigger than my workbook. So, this is from when I used to work for that company testing stuff on the mines. And then another fossil. So this was definitely from a tree. This is the bark. And this one you can really, really, really see. I mean, there you go. There's just no denying. Look how neat that is. To think that's spent hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years underground, and I found it, snatched it up. Oh yeah. All right. I'll take care of functionally putting all that back together later. I'll spare you that. We've already shown the pyrite piece in the video, the object, and this is one of the main reasons I'm going. So there she is in there. Let me tilt the camera down, and that's it. That's the one we're trying to figure out if it's one of a kind. I still have some more material to remove, but not yet. After the events this weekend. Camera back up. And this back in. And there it is. Ta-da. Go back in here. I'll get you situated later. Okay. And lots of other stuff that's in the process of being cleaned. You can see all kinds of neat things. So, and what I can't sell to dealers and interested buyers, I am probably going to give away on the channel. I've been doing this now for a long time. My mom's probably got $10,000 worth of between two different crystal plates at her house that I found. And she's definitely got a taste for it. She snatched my best ones. All right, that's it. And then, you know, if you really like crystals, you can just, yeah. I mean, it's like Crystal Heaven. The cool thing about quartz, oh look, that's a double terminated, isn't it? That was in there. I'll put that one aside. I think it's like the highest vibrational thing on the planet. I want to say like 174,000 cycles or something along those lines. So you definitely notice it when you're around a lot of it. I'm telling you, you can feel the higher vibration. Oh, pyrite. These big chunks of pyrite. Yeah, they're not that impressive. Still neat though to see them grow in the squares and whatnot. Oh. All right. So yeah, it's my workshop. It's just a little thing. And you know, I only had to put maybe a couple $100 into it between buying the outdoor setup and the cases and everything. Just got tons. Like there's just boxes and bins, crystal, quartz everywhere, pyrite. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be taking down to the Miners Jubilee. Like I said, I'll get some footage from there. Should be neat. There's a core sample we drilled for a quarry that was doing, what the hell were they looking for? I forget. A lot of limestone in the area. But it was neat. I found in the one cores, there was a little geode within it. If you put light behind here, you can actually see it come through. At any rate, I gotta stop playing with this stuff. I'll be here all day. Yeah. Here we are. All right, so here we are. It's nighttime. I'm gonna finish off this video here. Well, I play with the GoPro, and obviously low light mode is gonna be a pain in the butt due to it causing image quality issues. So I'm not gonna do any time lapse or anything like that. There was something I wanted to do. Oh yeah, I want to try out my media light. So bear with me as I play around here a little bit. Let's see how that works. Ooh, that's bright. Tilt this down. Wow, really bright. Super bright. Whoa, flash. Oh no, we're not gonna, no flash. Right, and super bright. No, that's flash again. Okay, so is it only, okay, it's low and bright. All right, so we're gonna do this. Take a little walk here. Finish this off. Wow. Yeah, I totally lost my train of thought now, what I was gonna do. Isn't that the beauty of things about it and whatnot? But I guess let me start off here. If you're a content creator and you're interested, oops, almost fell. I like the lights in my tree. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know if they show up or not on the video. Oh, I did notice that the camera needs to be tilted down just a little bit. The way I had it tilted there was good first person, but missed a lot of footage. Makes it more immersive, and that's kind of the idea. All of my flowers died. So, content creators, I'm going to tell you right now, I had a chance to go over the footage a little bit from earlier, and the GoPro 13 is amazing. Very simple to use. Pain in the butt to set up and everything. I did spend a lot of time charging all the devices. I was hyper excited when it arrived, and then yeah, you're gonna set it all up to do all firmware updates and everything, and all of a sudden, bang, charge everything. Yeah, so 4.5 hours later, at any rate, it was like this morning. I woke up, I was been asleep for about 5 hours. It was like a kid on Christmas morning, because I knew I had all the equipment. I could test it out today, and I wanted to go back to sleep for another hour or two. Oh man, nope. My excitement would not let me. So, GoPro 13, really good quality, really easy to work with. I got the DJI Mic Mini with the 2 transmitters and receiver in the charging case. Highly worth it. Found it on Amazon for $100. But looking at earlier footage that I shot with my phone and everything, and how it ended up being uploaded, it's night and day. Which, once I'm done editing this video, it'll have clips of that in there, especially to show the wind noise. The DJI Mic Mini is pretty cool. there's noise going on around me. I notice in the video you hear it, but it's not overwhelming. I like how it focuses on the voice, and I haven't been able to turn on the noise cancellation yet. I haven't figured that out. So yeah, I mean, if you can, totally worth the investment in yourself. Because I was impressed watching the videos. I was surprised how easily the conversation flowed. I hope everybody enjoyed hanging out with me and listening to me ramble on. But I don't know, I was kind of like sitting there watching it and going, wow, is that me? Did I say all that? It's a hell of an experience, and I have a feeling I'm going to love this. So, definitely a quality difference. But anyway, so I hope those of you that are here for the journey, or that you'll at least hang out for the journey a little bit, you're getting to see me do this from the beginning, and I'm doing it open and raw, completely vulnerable to the world here. And it'd be fun to grow together, not just as a community, other content creators too, sharing knowledge. I mean, just imagine what we could do if we actually worked together. So, but I hope to see more of you in the future, and I hope you can take something from this. Take something from this and know that it's all right to believe in yourself, and that realistically, with your own love of yourself, truly recognizing your wabi-sabi for what it is, your uniqueness and your beauty. We need more of that in the world. Everything is just, I don't know, it's so fake. Doesn't feel right. Feels unnatural. I feel like we're not really living. I mean, when's the last time you really enjoyed your entire day? From the moment you woke up to you went to sleep? Does that happen often? Yeah. It should happen every day. You can make that happen. So, as I said earlier, I have lots of videos about gems, little journeys. I like kayaking. I don't know if you noticed the motorcycle I like to ride. Got the helmet set up for that. It's way too cold. No, not happening. No, human meat sickle. No, thank you. I'm telling you, wind chill factor at higher speeds on a motorcycle, no matter how much you bundle up. Yep. Yeah, that's not good. So, and then eventually, as I can fund the crystal business more, I want to expand that. We're not just going to the mines and stuff, which hopefully this week coming up, I'll actually get to shoot some real content on that just as soon as the gear arrives. And after the gem show this weekend. But heading out to places. I see lots of rock hounds on YouTube, and I absolutely love the places they're going. They're pulling out arm-length crystals, clusters the size of my torso. I want one. That'd be so awesome. How cool would it be actually get one and then give it away to the community, have some kind of contest or something? I don't know. I have ideas, but it's a lot to do. There's a lot of growth that's going to happen, and I really hope that everyone will be here for the journey. I'd love to see you. Regardless of what happens, regardless of what you do, love yourself, believe in yourself. You got this. I know you do. All right, guys. Have a good night.